Alrighty now. Let's talk about the colors here that we're going to use. Now, I'm going to pull up the page where we have our color guide here. And we all know what the colors are. We worked on these before. But we're going to go through all these. So right now we have white with a small dose of blue, it says there, if you want to do that. I don't know. I'll have to try that. Put a drop of blue. What does that do? We don't know, but that's something it says. Yellow with a drop or two of orange. Interesting. Then we have the gold parts, what we just talked about before. Whether I'm going to do gold or not, I don't know. I really don't know. Then we have the red parts, which is very few and far between here and there. But we have, you know, standard red with a touch of neutral gray. The body is a dark blue part, navy blue 85 with a small dose of red and black. Interesting. Weaponry is a brown color, which I'm not a big fan of going into brown territory right now. Yet I've seen many people do a lot of great things with it. But that is subjective, of course. Then we have the other part of the body armor, which is the blue. This is bright blue and RML02 gray mixture. More body parts, which is gray parts. And then we have the green part, which is for the eyes. Alright, so that is pretty much what you need for this guy. A long time ago, if anybody remembered, I weathered and pre-shaded my Barbatos, my first one, which I no longer have anymore. I sold it. And I, you know, if I would have known that this came out, or maybe if I would have thinking in hindsight, I should have kept it and used it as a point of reference. I'm not going to give it that look that I did last time. I'm going to do a pre-shading look, but I'm going to try to tone back the weathering a tad. Not too much though, but not too little either. Just enough to give it an overall look to it. But let's talk about the colors in question. So, the most obvious choice is white. And I've been ordering white paints left and right because I've been having a difficult time finding them. So I do have, of course, MS White, which is good for this, based on the tone that you see here in the color. But I also went ahead and purchased, of course, GX1, and this is a lot more brighter white than this. This is almost considered two-tone right there. And I see some areas of the kit that can qualify as two-tone. So I'm going to two-tone it using these two guys right here. For the yellow, I'm going to use MS Yellow for this. I'm going to actually paint, of course, all the yellow parts bright, the white color, so I can highlight this with this. Bring it out, of course. For the blue, I had so many blues, but I said I always try to change it up a bit with another type of blue, and the one blue that I have right here is this one. This is the Character Blue Primary Semi-Gloss 110. And you know what? I mentioned this in my last video, so I might as well do this right now. Obviously this one has paint, this one has paint, and I know this one has paint, but I'm going to open it up just in case to make sure that I have plenty of paint. And I do. That needs a mixture, of course. Let me see if I have enough of this. Use a toothpick. Yeah, it is settled down. It needs a little bit of thinning to bring it back up. I'm going to pour maybe a couple of drops of thinner there so I can get it thinned. For the red parts, actually very few and far between. It is going to be Herman's Red Primary. This is actually a good paint, though. Very good paint. Put that there. Now for the darker color parts, the charcoal and all that stuff, I have 3 colors that I've always gone through. For the main body, I'm going to settle with Titan's Blue one. I have enough of this, and before I bite my own tongue. This one's empty, but fortunately, I have the backup. I knew I would. Let me make sure that's it. Ooh, that's empty too. Hold on a second. There's a little bit in there. Oh man, see? I'm glad that I didn't like say, I have everything, good, continue on. No, I don't have it. Oh no, I don't have any more. Alright, so see? Good. Now I'm able to go online. I'll contact my guys at Gundam Planet. I'll see if I can thin this out a bit, maybe I can squeeze a little bit of droplets here and there. But I'm going to contact Gundam Planet and see if they have any left, and I'll order some to send it to me. But definitely this is a go-to for this. I have time, of course, so it's not a big deal. I do have... So, I'm sorry, I'm deviating here. So the inner frame will be this. The weaponry and some of the off parts that I may decide to paint a different color, I'll use a mixture of Phantom Gray and MS Gray. There's a bit of a shade difference there, especially for the weaponry, because this mace can benefit with the two-tone there. If I feel like it, I will look into the possibility of changing up, putting in another color. The hydraulics, even though there's chrome here on this, there's no chrome on the hydraulics, so I may end up doing that as well, maybe painting it chrome. We'll see where we go with that. For the eyes, which is the neon eyes, I'm going to use fluorescent green. So I have that. And I think that is pretty much it. I don't know what else I'm missing, or maybe I need. But yeah, these are the paints that I have for this. Now, besides the paints, decals. And I've had these decals for quite some time. These are the, these are the Gundam decals that I purchased a while back during IBO. You know, when IBO came out. This was, what year was this? Doesn't say the year. Alright, but I remember using these when I was making the Man Rowdy. You know, remember the Man Rowdy kit that I made? The Burst Man Rowdy, or was it Man Rowdy Burst? I forgot what it was. But I used some of the decals on this one, so that was cool that I used this. And I have this massive Tekadon image, which I think would, these two right here, one could go there, you could say. That looks perfect enough. Don't know where this one would go. Actually, to tell you the truth, I'll have to see the kit itself and how big the parts are so I can put them on. But yeah, like something like that goes in the shoulders. And then these two go in the forearms, you could say. I don't know. Can somebody explain to me what these spoons are? I can't figure that out. But anyhow, and then there's the model number here, the ASWG08. It should be, maybe put it somewhere. Then there's numbers and things like that. But that's one part, or one set of decals that I have. I have all the other decals that I've used. You know, these are the Mecha Decals, the reds, the grays, and then, actually this one doesn't belong here. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Put that to the side. This one, I forgot where I got these decals from, but they look cool. Whatever. Put these away, because these are not the decals that I'm going to use. I may end up using a combination of these two. These are the Mecha Decals for 1/100 scale. Yeah, these are huge. Very huge. As a matter of fact, they almost seem to be the same ones that I used on the 144 scale, but I think they're a little different shapes. Yeah, I see some cautions, I see some warnings. I see some great markings here and there, and I got them both in red and I gotta turn it into the light because I can barely see shit. Yeah, they're white, but I think they have the same thing on. You know what? I'm gonna have to take it out of the sheet. Yeah, they're the same thing because I see the propellant ones in white. So, got these two guys for him. A combination, depending on where I'm going to place it or put it on. Then, of course, detailing up, panel lining, and whatever. And putting this here so people know that I top coat my kits. I really do. I really do. Here it is. Hope to get this done, and I'm gonna kick myself and shoot myself in the foot right now. I'm gonna see if I can get it done before another master grade comes out, which I plan to get this November. So stay tuned for that build, that big build, of course. All right. With that being said, let's begin building master grade Barbatos. So, I have to say, I can't believe I'm building this guy again. But I've been hearing some amazing talk about this build, how well it was. Again, I'm kicking myself in the ass not having the original here. But I remember how many times I had built it. Multiple times. Actually, no, that's not true. I think I've only built it twice. Built the original one, and of course I built the Kamaris version, the Kamaris Trooper version, which of course I turned it into the Bellerophon. It would be nice to, I think, with this frame, you could pretty much now make the, the rebate, the Gusian rebate, if you want to, and of course the Trooper, if you want, if they think it'll be a cool idea to do that. Now that's also available the the parts for it, where you can make the versions, the 1 through 6 versions. You can do that if you wish. I would like to see the Gray's Iron in the master grade. That would be perfect for this. I mean, we had the Gray's Iron's high grade, which was the last mobile suit that this guy went up against. So the Gray's Irons would be great as a master grade if they decide to, do something like that. Oh yeah, please do that. We have the Gray's 1/100 scale is a great kit. It is a bit loose here and there, but it's a great kit. But to give a mold suit the master grade treatment to go up against the master grade Barbatos, make the gray designs. That'll be perfect. Alright, so just want to separate some of the colors here, because this is the darker grayish tone. That's the brownish. That's blue. Put it right there. Let's put this over here. This is a brown. Like, wow. So this is like gray with a hint of brown, while this one's completely round. That's a grayish tone, a dark grayish tone right there. So that goes all there. Put that here. We'll keep that there. And then eventually we're going to have to split all these parts. Put that, and that. Alright. Cool. Choo. Alright. Well, as a famous MRE reviewer says in his videos, let's get these parts onto a tray. Nice. Alright. Here it is. All the white parts here. All the brownish gray colored parts here, including the weapons. The darker, like, say, darker bluish tone and brown color parts here. And then the mixture of yellow, blue, red, the chrome parts, and the gold parts are in here. And also the clear parts. The parts that go in the shoulders and the knees. Plus the eyelid. This one, the green part for the eyes, which of course comes with a sticker for the eye itself and the sensor for the cannon. This is the only two stickers you get. Surprisingly, did I miss this? I'm not seeing it here. Maybe I put it to the side and I didn't detect it, but I didn't see any. Oh yeah, here it is. I put it to the side. The decal locations that you see here. But with what I have, definitely that will work out with this. And then we'll pan it out and see where we go with that. It's nice to see this nice long sword. Cool. Good detail. Damn it! I don't know why I gave away my last one. Oh, I really like the other sword, but this one looks good. Good detail on that. And then of course the multi-layer parts that make up the mace, the hammer mace. Is that what it's called? I forgot what it was originally called. I'm assuming it's called hammer mace. Yeah, it's actually called a mace. I'm thinking of the hammer mace from the Lupus or Lupus Rex, which I apparently have it right here. Yeah, I have it right here. I wonder if this kit is able to support this part. This is very, very, very heavy. I mean, cool of this weaponry, but ridiculous on how how to hold it, especially on how thin that kit. Not thin, but fragile and not strong enough to hold it. I'm gonna see if I can get this master grade kit to hold this sword. Oh, this weapon for it. I'm going to begin, of course, removing the parts, then sanding it down, getting it nice. And if you can give me some time, I'm going to prepare some videos because I want to try something that I haven't done, and I'm afraid to do it, and I'm going to try it on this. I'm going to scribe it a bit. Not create new scribing, or maybe create new scribing. I'm just, well, I'm going to try to do that. So let me clean this up and we'll prepare.